NFL wildcard weekend. Saturday will be a 3-day numerology, but the first game will be the Rams versus the Panthers. So let's decode this game from both sides of the angle. Matthew Stafford can get his third away playoff win on a 3-day numerology. Panthers can get their third home playoff loss all time, which they can become 5-3. Rams can stay on 12 road playoff wins and get their 21st road playoff loss on the 3-day numerology. Matthew Stafford can get his third playoff loss as a Los Angeles Ram, which is a big threat. As you can see the screenshot below here. The player to keep an eye on for this game is Puka Nacua, wearing number 12 on the 3-day numerology. As you can see, he needs 2 playoff career touchdowns to make it 3 for a 3-day numerology. Matthew Stafford needs 2 passing touchdowns for 21 for a 3-day numerology. So the conclusion I have for this game, Rams have more narratives in their favor to win this game. You could take the Panthers at 12.5 for a 12-day numerology if you feel comfortable with an underdog narrative. Or the Panthers just simply to cover. Rams should take this game. Next game, Packers versus Bears. Still on a 3-day numerology. Jordan Love can get his third playoff loss in his career. Jordan Love could get his 21st loss as a starter on a 3-day numerology. Now, Packers coach Matt LaFleur can stay on 3 playoff career wins and also get his third playoff road loss, like you see the highlight below. Caleb Williams can either get his third win or third loss versus the Packers in his career, currently 2-2. Jordan Love can get his third loss in his matchup against the Bears in his career, which would prove to 4-3. The players to look out for this game is the Chicago tight end, the rookie tight end, Loveland, which is on the 3-day numerology, of course, his jersey. Jordan Love, number 10, playing on 10th day of the month. This is his career stats against the Bears. Jordan Love needs 3 passing touchdowns for 12 in his career versus the Bears. He can get his third interception in his matchup against the Bears. Now, this is a little crazy $1 scenario parlay. Caleb Williams to throw 2 interceptions to make it 3 interceptions in his career versus the Packers. Conclusion, Bears have more narrative to win this game. Jordan Love and the Packers have so many numbers working against them. Packers have key players injured. Bears should win this game. If you're feeling a Bears upset or keeping it close, take them at 3.5 on a 3-day numerology. Division rivals tend to be very close, especially in the playoffs. Oldest rivalry in football. Now let's begin the Sunday games, which will be on a 4-day numerology, January 11. The 1 o'clock game will be the Bills versus the Jaguars. So this is the game I want y'all to keep an eye on for. The Bills can get their 22nd all-time playoff win on a 4-day numerology, which will improve to 22-22. Josh Allen is 2-2 all-time versus the Jags on his career, playing on a 4-day numerology, of course. Josh Allen can get his 40th loss as Bills starter. That's something to keep an eye out as well, too. Bills can stay on 4 playoff away wins all time. On a 4-day, it's kind of interesting, don't you think? Sean McDermott, Bills coach, is 1-3 versus Jacksonville in his career as coach. He could get his 4th loss against them on a 4-day. A lot of 4s in this game. Interesting, huh? Josh Allen never won a playoff away game in his career, 0-4, but can stay on 4 playoff away losses and flip the script. Jacksonville could stay on 4 home playoff wins all time in the playoffs. Players to look out for this game playing on a 4-day numerology is James Cook, the Jaguars tight end, Brendan Strange, and, of course, Gabe Davis. But I want you guys to take a look at this for a second. James Cook could stay on 4 touchdowns in his career in the playoffs. That's the threat. Could still have a good game, but probably will not score. But you could take a parlay of that, of course. Now, the little bonus here is Josh Allen can stay on 4 interceptions in his postseason career. Yes, there is a small, decent narrative for the Jaguars to win this game, but too many numbers, narrative favor Josh Allen and the Bills. Keep in mind, Josh Allen is from the Bay Area, grew up as a 49ers fan, attended games as a young kid back in the day. The Super Bowl will be played on February 8th at Levi Stadium. Now, here's a connection to this. This guy used to coach the Buffalo Bills, and if I'm not mistaken, he was the coach when they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row, or 4 years in a row. Now, look at his age, 100 years old. Watch out. Watch out. Whenever you guys get a moment, take a research on him. Look at the teams that he's coached for. That could be the clue who could be the Super Bowl this year. Or it could be the championship game. The NFC championship game. Just take a look at that. Josh Allen hasn't played at Levi Stadium yet in his career. HBO gave us the Hard Knocks series about their last season in their historic home stadium. Early in the season, we were seeing a lot of Josh Allen commercials. Just something to keep an eye on for. I believe the Bills, Josh Allen will overcome their playoff road struggle and win this game. But if you do feel comfortable, I would take the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 4.5. Now, take a look at this graphic over here. George Kittle playing on the 4-8 numerology. Same thing as Brock Purdy, number 1385. Interesting, right? Jalen Hurts, number 1, playing on the first month. Interesting. This Niners-Eagles game has a lot of numbers you guys got to keep an eye on. Now, the 49ers coach, Kyle Shanahan, can stay on 4 playoff losses on the 4-8. You can see the highlight below as well. Brock Purdy can get his 31st win as starter on the 4-8. Get improved to 31-15. Or can stay on 4 playoff wins on the 4-8. Next coach, Eagles coach, Nick Sirianni can get his 4th playoff loss. Currently 6-3. Now, the interesting part is Jalen Hurts has the same record as well, too, as Sirianni. They both can get their 4th playoff loss in their career. Now, a crazy $1 parlay scenario is Jalen Hurts can either score 3 rushing touchdowns in his postseason career, or he could do 3 passing touchdowns for 13. Like I said, crazy $1 parlay scenario. Another bonus is Jalen Hurts can get his 4th career interception in the postseason against the 49ers. Now, the crazy scenario is Brock Purdy can throw 3 interceptions to make it 4 career postseason interceptions. Could be possible. Do a little parlay scenario with that. Now, the big threat is the Niners can get their 40th playoff win in franchise history. The Eagles can get their 22nd home playoff win. All time, they can improve to 22-11 at home. Now, the players to keep an eye out for is Brock Purdy and George Kittle for this game. George Kittle could score 2 touchdowns to make it 4 in his career in the 4-8 numerology. Or, in his Eagles career versus the Eagles, he could score a hat trick. Which I highly doubt that would happen. But crazy, we see crazier things happen. It'd be a nice $1 parlay scenario. George Kittle's playoff record is 4 wins and 3 losses. So George Kittle could get his 4th playoff away loss and stay on 4 wins away. There is some decent narratives for the Niners to upset the Eagles, but the Niners are shorthanded. Jalen Hurts is really good in the playoffs, 6-1 at home. However, if you feel the Niners can cover at plus 4.5 on the 4-8 numerology, Eagles should win this game. Keep in mind, Jamachi could be very tricky about games like this in particular. Very, very close call. I think the Eagles should pull through because their home record in the playoffs stands out the most. Now let's do the Patriots versus the Chargers. which will be on prime time, be on Sunday night. Mike Vrabel can get his 4th playoff loss as head coach. Keep in mind he coached the Tennessee Titans. Okay, that's a big number to keep a look at. Number 4 again. The Patriots can stay on 22 losses in the playoffs all time on a 4 date. The Chargers can get their 13th franchise all-time playoff win on a 4 date, which can improve to 13-20. Justin Herbert could get his 22nd away loss in his career on a 4 date numerology. Drake May can get his 13th career loss on a 4 date. The players to look out for this game is Keenan Allen, Hunter Henry. Keenan Allen needs 1 touchdown to get his 4th career postseason touchdown. Justin Herbert can get 2 passing touchdowns for 4 in his career on a 4 date numerology and can stay on 4 interceptions. The conclusion I have, the Patriots had, if not the easiest schedule in the league this year, with the Niners and the Broncos. This will be a big test for both teams. Ultimately, the numbers favored the Chargers more than anything. The narrative is there for them to win away. The Patriots have a good narrative to win this game too, but I just think it will be a very tough call on this. It would be wise and smart to take the Chargers at plus 4.5 on a 4 date numerology. Steelers versus Texans. Now keep in mind, the Texans are the 5th seed. This will tie it up to a lot of things on the 5 date numerology. Texans never won in a playoff away game in their franchise history. C.J. Stroud, for his number 7, would be fitting to go 0-7, what a ritual would be. Steelers can get their 14th home loss on a 5 date numerology. Rodgers can get his 5th win against Texas in his career matchup. Most of the time, we do see that happening, especially for certain players, especially quarterbacks. Texans can stay on 5th all-time losses in their matchup against the Steelers. Rodgers can get his 5th all-time playoff loss at home in his career, which would go to 7-5 on a 5 date numerology. Aaron Rodgers can get his 14th career postseason interception on a 5 date. C.J. Stroud needs 1 touchdown pass for 5 postseason career on a 5 date. Rodgers can get his 14th career win versus the AFC South on a 5 date. Mike Tomlin's record versus the AFC South in primetime, he can get his 5th loss versus the AFC South in primetime. The players to look out for this game is the Texans tight end, Dalton Schultz. And the other running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers is the Kenneth Gainwell. Dalton could get his 5th career postseason touchdown on a 5 date. The narrative, I see the Texans are the 5th seed playing on the 5th seed. There's a lot of numbers going on both sides. Rodgers have some good narratives to win this game, but ultimately this is a very close call. This will be a dangerous game. A lot going on both sides. I suggest staying away from this game betting-wise. If you want to tease the Steeler at plus 5.5 on a 5 date, this might be better to watch this game free of stress. If you want to be bold and a sicko, go with the nose presented above, and good luck to everyone. And be smart with your money. If I miss on anything that catches your eyes, please let me know. This is a beautiful opportunity to make serious money this weekend. Good luck to everybody, and may your tickets turn green.